Another year is here, and what more can I say but welcome to day one of David's Tea's 24 Days of Tea 2025 edition, and how quickly this year has come because it feels like just 365 quick days ago. I was sitting here looking at day one of David's Tea's 24 Days of Tea 2024 edition, and it's just wild to think how fast this year has gone. I'm very thankful for all the viewers that have been here since the beginning. This is actually my sixth year of doing the advent calendar. I started all the way back in 2018 doing this, and it's been something I look forward to every year. Now, you may be thinking, the math ain't mathin', because I said I started this in 2018, and it's 2025. That's 7 years, ain't it? But no, unfortunately, there was 1 year in between during the dark ages of, I believe, 2021 or maybe 2020, where I didn't get a chance to get myself an advent calendar, and it was a sad year. So this year and every year since, I've made sure to order early. Now, you also maybe be thinking, if you have been here since the beginning, that this advent calendar looks strangely familiar. And that's because, well, it is. The design is very familiar because David's Tea, I believe, is reusing this case, but it is a different set of teas because I still have my old case from a couple years ago. And it looks like on the back, what they did, if you can see, is just kind of slap a sticker over the old case with the new set of teas, which, you know, if you have excess inventory, why make another case? I completely understand. But let's look at day one, because for day one, we have Sleepy Lychee. Now, I feel like they're also reusing these for the sheer fact that I believe it used to be etched on the tea case, and it looks like they just kind of threw a sticker on here this year, which is fine. I will tell you, there is 1 year that I remember being sorely disappointed because I was a big fan of these little containers, and David's Tea, for the 1 year, put them in like little baggies, and I was not a fan of that. Now, Sleepy Lychee, let's see what this is. And I see it immediately. It is a fruit infusion tea, which means it's 0 out of 0 dots on the caffeine scale. And we have tried and true apple, but we have some lemongrass, carrot bean peel, candied pineapple, apple again, double dose of apple here, sweet blackberry leaves, natural lychee and jasmine flavoring, lime tree blossoms, rose petals, marigold blossoms, and actual lychee towards the end. I'm excited for this tea because as much as I usually like a little bit of caffeine in my life, especially after a long day of work, well, I got to be up early tomorrow. So if this tea is going to act as a sleepy time tea, I will welcome that with open arms because I need to be able to fall asleep today. So let's see what it smells like. Offhand, the scent coming off here is very tropical. The candied pineapple and the lemongrass really stick out, but you get that scent of lychee, which a lychee, in my own personal opinion from when I've had it, is a little tropical, but it's not as sugary. It's very smooth. It's very refreshing. I usually get lychee bubble tea when I go out to like bubble tea spots. So this should be very interesting. What I'm noticing offhand, and I like it. Now, this tea is perfect for me right now, especially because it is helping to hit the spot. As you can tell, I'm a little congested, a little stuffy. My voice ain't as strong as it usually is, but this tea has a nice sweetness to it, a nice lychee flavor, but also kind of like a bitterness or a tartness to it. As if you would think like green tea was in here, which I'm guessing, if I were to guess, is coming from the lemongrass. With it being an earthy flavor, I think that's in here to mimic like a green tea flavor. But in a good way, because green tea has a decent amount of caffeine. It's something that'll wake you up with enough cups. Lemongrass, though, you usually see in certain sleepy time teas because it's known to mellow people out. So, with it being a little late here, I say that, but it's like 5:30. In the wintertime, due to daylight savings time, when the sun goes down early, I'm ready for bed the moment I come home from work because it's just dark, right? Like, so my energy is usually depleted early. But for Sleepy Lychee, I like this tea. As fruit infusion, which normally aren't my favorite types of teas, this hits in a spot where it's sweet, it's tarty, but it just has like a fullness to it where the flavor isn't overpowering at all. Everything kind of comes together beautifully, and it just makes for a good bedtime tea. You know, it doesn't give you the flavors of other sleepy time ingredients like chamomile, but this would probably be a great iced tea in the summertime just because of the ingredients that are in here. They're very fruitful, if that makes sense. I mean, it's a fruit infusion, so that makes sense to me. But you have your apple, again, the blackberry leaves, the lychee, the lime tree blossoms, pineapple. It just has such a tropical taste for sleepy time tea. And I am all for this, guys. Day one, to me, is a success. I'm excited for day two. We have a lot of different teas on here from looking at the back. But also, some returning favorites that have been here from years on. And some returning teas that I don't know how they keep making this tea onto the advent calendar. But we'll get to those when the days come. If you guys are following along, what do you think of Sleepy Lychee from day one of David's Tea's 24 Days of Tea? As always, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. I'm going to have a nice, mellow, easy night tonight. Again, like I said, I got to be up early tomorrow, but I will catch you tomorrow for day two. See ya. Steep on, drink on, and enjoy. Have a good one, guys.